Hello and greetings, my beautiful souls. This is a personal read. Um, I have a twin flame who is asking for some type of direction. And so I'm feeling there's like a lot of time needed. There's like maybe some meditation. And the angels are really speaking now that it's time for you to take like a retreat, maybe go spend some time in nature and just meditate and listen, because all the thoughts and the questioning and stuff that's going on in your head is not allowing you to hear the message that they're trying to get to you. So quiet your mind through meditation. And if you're to go out into nature, sit by a tree, or go to a park and just sit on the grass and just quietly focus your energy inside of you and listen to what the angels have to say. Right now, I'm picking up there is kind of like a cycle. There's like a cycle that is going on, kind of like what comes around goes around and goes around and goes around. So I don't want to so much use the word as karmic, but what's happening is meant to happen. It's just part of the cycle that your life is calling you to go through. There's there's a lot of arguing going on in the subconscious mind. Again, this could be either yourself or your twin, but there's a lot of kind of like fighting going back and forth. Like there's like that little voice inside your head, and you're speaking to the voice or listening to the voice, and that is just like your subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind holds a lot, and that's where a lot of our healing starts, and a lot of that stuff comes to the surface. Sometimes things aren't always as they appear. If you take an iceberg, above the water is just something really small, but under the water there is so much below the surface that needs to be healed with our subconscious mind. Feeling like the journey is still going on. There's still a lot to this journey, a lot of growth, and a lot of moving forward. A lot of things on the mind again, just a lot of stuff on the mind. You're getting into this point now where you're really going to just have to have some blind faith and just go with it. Pay attention to your thinking, your logic, try and be practical, but have that blind faith and just move forward in your life. The path is taking you forward, but there is this cycle that does have to come to completion, which I'm really feeling that it has a lot to do with the arguing within the subconscious mind. Maybe at this time, you and twin or one of you is feeling like you need to take a step back, because there's this time for just thinking and reflecting. So maybe one of you is feeling you just need to take this step back. The angels are urging you for meditation and just to go out and spend some time in nature and really just focus on your inner being. Okay, don't be looking so much on everything that's going on around in the outside world. You need to focus on your inner being and fill yourself with that love and that joy. A lot of times with the twin flame, we somehow kind of think that we can't go forward with our life mission without our twin, and that's not even what it's about. It's about finding that inner love, because we need to love our twin as if we were looking through the eyes of God. And unless we have that connection with God, we're not going to love the way that God intended us to love. But, there is a lot of reflection. There is this contentment. There is this love that is coming. And they're like, maybe right now this communication is kind of is slow in moving because it's like a blind faith because of the arguing that's going on inside the subconscious mind. So it's kind of hard for things to move if, inside your mind you're thinking what you want or what you don't want, and you kind of feel drawn to or wanting this, but at the same point there's stuff that needs healing inside your subconscious mind. So whatever's going on between you and your twin, this is going to be some time for the journey. There's still some time that needs to feel in this journey because there's still healing that has to come around and come up to the surface. And that healing, you need to just go with it and have that, that faith that you're going to press on and you're going to get through it. There's a lot of growth, but we have the circle of life that just, it has to go around, it has to happen. And this is a good circle, it's just like a wheel going around, but there is full completion. It's not like you're on this hamster wheel and you're not going anywhere. You are going somewhere because this is part of the karmic circle of your life. There's that healing that needs to be done because there is that arguing in the subconscious, the arguing between our subconscious and our conscious mind. It's deep within our soul and things need to come to the surface and be released. But there's a lot of growth that is still on the path. There's messages that they're going to come. The messages will come, and when they do come, they're going to come and make a lot of sense to you. But right now it's almost as if you're just standing at this threshold and you don't know whether to go forward or not go forward. And I'm just going to urge you just to keep going forward with what you are doing in your life, and send your prayers and your healing and love towards your twin. If you haven't spoke your truth and he does not know about the twin flame, I urge you I just urge all twins to just speak your truth, because a lot of our partners are in situations where just they're being pulled in an opposite direction, and in that direction that they're being pulled, they're not even focusing on us because they're being pulled away. So you need to speak your truth and let him be aware of your feelings, and also, the twin flame concept. Let them digest that. Let them think about that, because once those wheels are spinning, you're just going to see that they're men, their minds just turn and turn. So speak that truth out. If you haven't already, then, speak it out to him. And if you have, this could be what he's got, that inner arguing going on, like this inner fight inside his subconscious mind. Maybe he's like, no, this is too good to be true. But this is a cycle that needs to come to full completion. But, you're going to have that full contentment, worldly, everything, the love in the world. You're going to have that contentment. But, it looks like there's no future. It looks like, the land ahead is barren. But don't worry, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that you're not seeing and you're not feeling. Okay. There will be full completion, but there is this growth, and it's pressing on too. It's not just standing still, it's pressing on. So right now he is, or you are actually going through that movement where you are pressing on, you are coming, the arguing inside of your head is coming into a time where, it's time to have that blind faith and just believe and trust and just move forward. But again, communication is very important. Speak your truth and let it go, because this is a path that right now it's not together. It's one of you pushing on and the other is just kind of thinking and got the arguing going on in the subconscious, and not really arguing, but just maybe those doubts that are going on. And because our soul does, it's kind of like our soul and our ego, and they're just kind of arguing back and forth, like trying to keep logic without the faith. So Right now, I just want to speak blessings to you and just tell you, take some time to meditate. The angels want to speak to you, and this is the message that I'm getting is the angels want to speak to you, but you have so much going on in your head and in your everyday life. Please meditate. Take some time alone. Go out into the park, go, to the beach or to the woods, the mountains, someplace where, you feel close, and just sit on the ground and just keep yourself grounded, but let the white light of Christ surround you and listen to what the angels do have to say. Because that's the message that's coming through really strong, is that the angels want to speak to you. They want you in that meditated state. They want you to silence your mind so that you can hear, because you can be doubting a lot, and a lot of stuff, like you can't see this, you can't see what's going on, but there's stuff going on behind the scenes, and even though it doesn't look like anything's really moving, stuff is moving. There is growth happening. So you need to have that blind faith and just continue on your journey. I don't see obstacles, like things keeping you apart or things dragging him or dragging you apart. There is that connection. There is that oneness. So you definitely do have unity, even though you don't have that physical union. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. There is some growth, and there's a lot of growth that's happening, and it's more in the subconscious mind. So just keep your faith. Just keep your faith, even though you don't see things happening. That's what blind faith is. That's believing things that you don't see and knowing the truth. So, let the cycle go on, let the movement take place and the growth happen. And things may not appear to be moving, but they are moving. And, you got the good outcome. So, and just focus on yourself. Do some retreat, get away and do some meditation. And just, continue to seek God and continue on your path. Okay, I hope this does help or gives you some type of direction and guidance. So thank you for subscribing, and thank you for all of your wonderful comments, and blessings, love, and harmony to all. Namaste.